I'm going to record it. It's okay. כן, gentlemen, בוקר טוב, שבוע טוב, בשורות טובות. There is a very, very famous man that writes something a little bit scary, a little bit sounds exaggerating. The Rabbi writes like this. He says, מתוך הניסים הגלויים, throughout the big miracles, the person can get to know God in the small miracles. Said the Rabbi, you know what's big miracles and small miracles? Simple. Big miracles are miracles that are above nature. Small miracles are miracles that happen every single day. That you're able to see. You know how many things you need in your eye to be able to see? You know how many times your heart is how you call that? Beating? Right? And every single second, and you need to breathe, and you can walk. Throughout the miracles, the big miracles, said the Ramban, you can recognize the small miracles as well. And said the Ramban, אין לאדם חלק בתורת ישראל, a person, a Jew, doesn't have part in the Torah until he will believe that everything is a miracle from Borei Olam. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning you can do all the mitzvot, you can learn Torah, you can do whatever you want. But if you don't have this concept clear in your mind, that whatever is happening in your life, every single second is a miracle, and it comes from Borei Olam, you have no part in Am Yisrael, no part in the Torah. Very strong statement. Amen. But Rabotai, that's exactly the reason why on Pesach, כל המרבה לספר ביציאת מצרים, הרי זה משובח. Whoever is talking more about יציאת מצרים, it's even better. Why it's even better? Because only throughout the miracles of Yetziat Mitzrayim a person can get to know God also in your daily basis. Also every single day in your life. Also when everything is going well or not going well. You know, I know a rabbi that a guy came up to him before Pesach and told him, Rabbi, I don't understand. You know that we have the mitzvah of haseva. What's haseva? Haseva is to, bend down to the side to eat the matzah and to drink the 4 cups. If a person didn't make haseva, he have to repeat or not? Yes. He have to repeat also the kazait of matzot and also the cup of wines. All right? Now the haseva is to the left side. Can you do haseva to the right side or not? The halacha writes, no. And if you did, doesn't count. You have to repeat. Besides, if you are a lefty, lechat techila have to do regular in the left side, like everybody. But if by mistake he thought that he had to do it in the right side and he did it in the right side, fulfill the mitzvah b'di'avad. So this guy approaches the rabbi and he told him, Rabbi, I don't understand. What's the reason why we have to bend down to the side? Why? What's the reason? Huh? What's the reason? Huh? What? Not to get shocked? Believe me, I did both of the sides. Baruch Hashem, I didn't get shocked. No. Why? The main reason why is it? Oh, Herut, Yafeh Me'ot, to feel free, to feel like a king, right? You're feeling like a king, and you put yourself in, you bend yourself to the side. So say the guy, Rabbi, I don't feel any king when I'm doing it. It's very uncomfortable. You know, the Ashkenazim are putting, you know what's kitel? Kitel is the white garment that they put on Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. There are some customs by the Ashkenazim, most of the Ashkenazim, that they put it also in the Leil HaSeder. I don't know if you're putting it. You're not putting it? You're not a real one. Okay? The Ashkenazim are putting it also in the Leil HaSeder. So he said, listen, Rabbi, I have to bend down to the side, and then to drink it. Half of it is falling into the kitel, is becoming the whole thing red. The other half, thank you if it's getting inside my mouth. Why? This is called Herut. This is called freedom. Now the rabbi said, Habibi, the day that you will understand that whatever drop gotta get into your mouth, you will get it, and whatever not, you will not get it, that will be your freedom. The day that you will understand that whatever you're supposed to get, that's what you're going to get. It doesn't help. If you're going to bend down, not going to bend down, whatever that's called freedom. Because if you don't believe in that, you think that you control the situation, so you are basically a slave from yourself. Ay, ay, ay. That's what the Ramban writes. Mitoch hanisim hageluim, from the big miracles, you're going to be able to realize that also in the small things that happen in your life, everything is coming straight from Borei Olam, period. There was a Dmor, I forgot his name, that it was back then, in Europe, when all the movement, Hasidic movement, started, there were misnagdim. What's misnagdim? Mitnagdim means people that were against Hasidut. Huh? Rebels against the Hasidut. Not rebels as bad. Two lines. There is Litvish and there is Hasidish. Yeah, whatever. No, so you have the Litain that were Mitnagdim, they were against Hasidim. So there was this Admor in that city, and he had a guy that was making him the life impossible. He was making him troubles and tzarot and issues. One day, this fellow got sick, got very sick, and he was in his house or whatever, in the hospital, and the Admor started to read Tehillim, the whole entire book of Tehillim, every single day for his refuah shalema. He was mentioning his name every Petihat Eichal. At the end of every tefillah, he was saying, Rabotai, let's say for one perek Tehillim. So one of the guys approached the Rebbe and he told him, Chacham, what's going on? This guy is making, you don't want this guy anymore with you. He says, what you don't understand? What Borei Olam decided that I'm going to suffer, I have to suffer, right? Doesn't matter if it's him or someone else. I prefer him. I already got used to him. Meaning when a person sees a problem that someone is making him a problem, you don't have to see the problem is this guy. No, it's not the guy. The problem is that what Borei Olam wants you to pass, you're going to get it. There was a guy that had a wedding. He lives in England, in London, and he had a wedding of his niece in New York. So he traveled. He took a flight from England to New York. How much is a flight from England to New York? How many hours? No less. 6-7 hours. The guy just get to New York. Lo aleinu velo alechem. The guy is getting a certain type of heart attack. He's being rushed to the hospital. Baruch Hashem was in a very low level. And Baruch Hashem, everything was good. But he didn't have insurance. And here in America, without insurance, it's called shahita. You have to pay. The guy saw the bill. His eyes will blow out. $40,000. Yeah? The guy came up to his rabbi. He says, Chacham, Rabbi, 6 hours before, if I was getting the heart attack in London, I had everything covered. Why Borei Olam made it especially, to get the 40,000, 30,000, whatever it was? Say the rabbi, I don't understand your question. On Rosh Hashanah, Kadosh Baruch Hu decided that he's going to spend $30,000 in medicines, in all type of medical issues. What do you prefer? To spend the $30,000 in London and having insurance? You know how much you're going to be in the hospital? Bar Minan. What Borei Olam did to your chesed. Instead of spending everything in London, you're going to travel 6 hours. You're going to get it in New York, and that's it. That's how we're supposed to look at life. Rabotai, to make a change in the way how we see things that are going out around us, to understand that everything comes from Borei Olam. I'm just going to tell you this story, and then I'm going to go to one more point. There was a Jew that gave a loan He's from Borough Park, and he gave a loan to a friend of him, a guy that lives in Williamsburg. If you know what I'm talking about, right? So the guy was asking him the money, pay me back the 10,000. I don't have the money. Come tomorrow. Come next month. The guy was, playing games. One day, I'm talking about after a few months. One day, this fellow from Williamsburg called up the guy from Borough Park and tells him, "Listen, Habibi, I'm not going to pay you the 10,000 because I don't have it. Right now, I got a 5,000. If you want, you should come right now to pick it up. But by picking up the 5,000, you will forgive about the other 5. Deal?" The guy said, "Ya Rasha." Yeah, but what you can do? At least 5? The guy said, "But you have to come now. Now it's now. I'm leaving. If I leave, you're not going to see even the 5. The guy said he got into the car, and he started to drive like nuts. Crazy. From Borough Park all the way to Williamsburg. The guy he didn't stop in the stop signs. He caught it. He went red. Whatever you can imagine that the guy did wrong, he did wrong. Until police stopped him. The police stopped him. The guy said, "Listen, you're crazy. What are you doing? You're cutting here, cutting there." So listen, I'm so embarrassed to tell you that, but I have a guy that owes me 10,000, and he told him the whole entire story. And I'm scared the guy is going to leave. I'm not going to see the money. Even 5,000, I'm not going to see it, and I need it. And I says, "You know what? Looks like you're saying true. Okay, no problem. I'm going to let you go. But before I let you go, I'm going to go together with you. I'm going to knock the door before. If you're lying, you're going to get $20,000. If not, I'm going to help you out." The police officer got it before him. He knocked at the door, and he asked the Jew from Williamsburg, "You owe him 10,000, huh?" The guy said, 10,000? "Yeah, of course. I got. Don't worry, I'm going to give the whole entire money." He took out the whole 10,000 and he gave it to him. He says, "Look what it is. When the guy stopped me, when the police officer stopped me, I started to think, oh my gosh, what a balagan. Now I have to pay this fine and that fine." What Borei Olam did? The whole entire thing only for my benefit. At the end of the day, that I will get the 10,000. Rabbi, we don't understand. A person who has emunah, who understands that Borei Olam is the only master. He's the only master. Whatever you have to pass, you're going to pass it. Whoever lives that way is living Hairut, is being free. Free from Malach HaMavet, free from Sheibud Malchuyot, free from the Yetzer Hara, because you're connected to Borei Olam. Rabotai, the night of Leil Seder, we have the obligation to Lesaper B'Tziat Mitzrayim, to say the story of Mitzrayim. Now, I promise you, I'm ready to promise that if I ask you the story of Yetziat Mitzrayim, anyone can tell me it, right? You can tell me 10 plagues, of course. You can tell me Kriyat Yam Suf, of course. So what's the deal? You know what? I got it. You want me to say it 5 minutes? And yalla khalas. No. Kol HaMarbeh, and the Agada, and you're starving, and you get crazy, and the kids are yelling, why? Rabotai, the night of the Leil Seder, I saw this Hidush years ago. The night of the Leil Seder, you're sitting all type of people around the room. People that know nothing, and people that know everything. Right? You have Chachamim, Tzaddikim, sitting in and all of them are going to say the same exact story. You know why? I saw this Hidush that writes that the whole point of the night of Leil Seder is to come to Emunah Peshuta. Simple belief on God. Throughout the year, each one of us is believing on HaKadosh Baruch Hu, having all type of calculations. I prove it that God exists. And I have miracles that I saw. And I have this, and the Torah, On the night of Leil Seder, I want you to turn off that switch and to live emunah peshuta. Emunah peshuta means simply trust on Borei Olam. My grandmother used to tell me that in her city, one of the Arab countries, she had a friend, not a friend. She had a old lady that Hazid, her son wasn't getting married. Years were passing, and the son wasn't getting married. She was praying. She was this type of, simple emunah of our grandmothers. She said, I will never forget how this lady went up to the second floor, out to the balcony. She wrote a letter. She wrote a letter to God. She said, Borei Olam, please, give shidduch to my son. Such a tzaddik, good boy. What do you care? Talking like you're talking with your friend. She finished the letter. She closed it up. She threw it. She threw it to the air. Next week, the boy started to date a girl. The same month he got engaged. My grandmother said, I can promise you, whatever made the Yeshua, the salvation for this guy, was the letter of his mother. The emunah, the pashut emunah, to believe in Borei Olam, without, making calculations. That's the night of the Leil HaSeder. Afilu kulanu hachamim, kulanu nevonim, kulanu yod'im et Torah. Even though you know everything, mitzvah alenu lesaper. What's sipur? Sipur is a story. Go low, go to the most low level. Mitzvah alenu lesaper b'tziat Mitzrayim. And then v'chol marbe lesaper b'tziat Mitzrayim. Arei ze meshubach. That's the night of the Leil HaSeder. But Rabotai, like I say to many people, the night of the Leil HaSeder, a person has to make an effort. Not to give too many chidushim. The chidushim is not the point. The point is the story of Mitzrayim. Chidushim, it's very nice. Why it's written, and the Chacham Omer and the Rasha, if both of them are saying the same thing. Those are nice perushim. You want to say the perushim, say it in Shulchan Aruch when everybody's sitting around the table and eating. But the night of the Leil HaSeder, a person have to tell the story of Yetziat Mitzrayim. Give midrashim, explain things. I'm going to give you one of the midrashim. Chachamim are saying that because Dam, the plague of Dam, Am Yisrael became rich. By the way, I saw a beautiful hidush. Beautiful hidush. Says that Am Yisrael complains, Zacharnu et hadaga, asher achalnu b'Mitzrayim hinam. We remembered the daga. What's daga? What's the daga? Daga is fish. We remember the daga, the fish, that we used to eat in Mitzrayim for free. Say Chachamim, what was the business? What was the parnasah of Am Yisrael in Egypt? They were selling fish. When Makadam arrived, what happened? Say the pasuk. Ve'adaga asher bayor meta vayivash hayor. All the fishes in the Yeor died. Now I want you to imagine, you're a Jew in Mitzrayim, working already years. Habib, we think the story of Mitzrayim is like a type of, how you say that? Like a type of nice story of the books. No. Happened like today, me and you. You live here in America, and your parnasah is a fish. And then all of a sudden, something happened to all the river is becoming spoiled. There is a poison inside, and your parnasah is gone. You have no more parnasah. I want you to understand what was happening in the mind of every single Jew in Mitzrayim. No more parnasah, we're going to die. Thank you, we have water, but we have to eat. We have to have parnasah. And say Rashi, that Am Yisrael became rich because of the Makah of Dam. Meaning from the same thing that you believe that there is no salvation, that it's a problem, that what are you going to do? HaKadosh Baruch Hu is taking out the salvation from the problem itself. So say the Midrash, that not only, we have to understand, a whole week, Am Yisrael didn't have water. And not Am Yisrael, the Mitzrayim didn't have water. Now, how Am Yisrael became rich? Right? They had to sell The only way for the Mitzri to drink water was only if they will buy it from the Jews. So there is a great Rabbi Levinstein, that he says, what do you think? So the Mitzri was approaching the Jew, and he was telling him, no, give me water. Now he's a slave, remember, he's a slave. Give me water. And the Jew was telling him, oh no, it's $100 a cup. Do you think that was the scenario? The guy will give him the slaves were shaking in front of their masters. When the Mitzri came up to the guy and he was telling him, give me water, he was grabbing the water, not even asking, grabbing the water from the Jew. What happened? He realized that at the second that he grabs the water, it's becoming blood. So he says, what's this? And he says, listen, and the guy was, how you say that? Stutter, mumbling. And he was telling him, listen, I just heard that if you pay for it, so, it will not change to... And the answer of the Mitzri was, you're nuts. What paying? You think I'm going to give you a penny? Get out of here. Give me. Well, what happened? One day he's passing and the guy needs water. So, you know what? I'm going to pay you. How? You know what? Here. Take a penny. Take a penny. Give me the cup of water. Did the water change? Didn't change. Okay, take $1. Did it change? Didn't change. Take 10. Take 20. Change? Didn't change. What was the miracle, the Ashgaha Peratit of Borei Olam? That every single person had another need in his house, another need of Parnassah. Whatever need of Parnassah that this Jew had, until the Mitzri will pay him the whole entire need, the water wasn't changing. That's why they became rich. Say Chachamim, what do you think? Only the water became red? Chachamim are saying, all Mitzrayim became red. Why all Mitzrayim? Because anything that had water was turning in blood. Even the walls, to build a building, you need water as well, to do cement. The cement inside that was mixed with water, that also was turning in blood. Lo aleinu, with the kavod, just to understand what was the plague. Person was going to the restroom, was becoming blood. But it's not red color, it's blood. With the smell of blood, everything was dirty, sticky, smelly, a whole week. Why? Say Chachamim, midah keneged midah. Not only you kill up the Jews, not only you took up the babies and they were doing shahita, 100 babies in the morning, 100 babies at night for Paro to have a bath. Not only that, but also you made the Jews not to get a showers. You made the Jews to suffer not to go to the bathroom. You make the Jews to be all sticky and smelly, no problem. Borei Olam is going to pay you. Midah keneged midah. The whole entire Nisim, all the 10 plagues was just to let you know, Borei Olam not only created the world, but Borei Olam managed the world, midah keneged midah, and he cares about your actions. That's why we have to be mesaped. Go in details at the night of the Leila Seder. Explain all the details that happen throughout the Makot, and that will reinforce your emunah also after Pesach for the whole entire year. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen.